when small issues suddenly feel like major problems in your relationship. Today, we're going to be talking about how to prevent that so that you don't even get to the point where it is more stressful or it is breaking you apart. So let's get in.
Hello everybody, Sunny Bunani.
Thank you for being part of our family. My name is Pumla, the Lady of Power.
My name is Jave, aka Grandmaster Bugsy.
And together we are
the Void Walkers.
Yes. Okay, let's get into the video. Welcome to the new people and welcome back to the returners.
The goal of us making these videos is to help you and to shine some light, also a point of perspective on ways to address things in the relationship that are probably not being said amongst the environment nor culture or community. If these help you, definitely hit the like, comment, share, subscribe. Also let us know if these help and these bless you on your journey. And with that being said, we're going to go into the first point,
which is avoid assumptions and misinterpretations.
Misinterpretations?
Yes.
Well, let us get into it.
And that, I feel like with that, it's more communication. You need stronger communication. What do you think? In order for you not to misinterpret or
misinterpretation,
assumptions, avoiding assumptions.
Misinterpretation and assumptions. Obviously, that's one of the key points is having, like I said, having the moments where you guys meet up.
Yeah.
That's going to be the best way because, like, even in business, conferences and things like that, in order for them to come and agree and be on the same page, they have to go through a level of examples, explaining meetups, conversations, point of views, and they have bullet points that can be visually reading, talking, things like this matter that gives them a clear perspective on what's being and what's happening and where's the direction.
I'm sorry, I do feel like it's the same example that you made earlier. It wasn't an example, but I think it was something that we were talking about on episode 1. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Episode 2. We was talking about frustrations, like a man liking to have intimacy more, like they want to have sex more than a woman sometimes in some relation, not in all relationships.
Indeed.
Okay, not in all relationships, because not everybody's the same. I feel like it's the same thing. Like, instead of you bottling in, like, I'm not getting this, I'm not getting that, I'm not getting no love. I feel like it makes more sense if you talk about it before you even get frustrated, if you see, like, okay, it's been 4 days, it's been 5, it's been 10 days, okay, let me talk to this person. Then you find a way to express it, find a way to communicate to the next individual. Don't make it seem as if it's their job to do that, like, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do this. Just, like, find a way to say it in a way that they don't feel like they are supposed to do that, but they feel like, these are my boundaries and this is what I want. And I feel like that, and especially if you express that in the beginning of the relationship, I feel like it will make sense when you guys get to a point where it's like, we're not having much sex, and that my sex drive is high. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So the point that I wanted to say was that before it even gets to frustration, I feel like you should communicate it clear.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything to say?
I think communicating a lot of the times is good too, and just depends on. I think a lot of people have a lot of commentary about this. About just communicating all the time. Communication.
Yeah. I feel it's
this is where you start to separate your priorities versus other people's priorities, or incorporating other people as your priorities, which is like knowing them and their needs and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
after
What do
saying
you mean when
something,
you say other people?
so other people meaning like your partner and stuff like that,
Okay, your
outside your own
partner, like
personal.
other people.
Yeah, I was trying to say outside of, because when you say priorities, as mainly is a personal thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you had some people in the beginning who were like, oh yeah, my mom is a priority or my family is a priority. It's like,
Yeah.
no. It's not. You're making it a priority, but it's not a priority over yourself. Like,
Yeah.
are you going to stop breathing to then give your oxygen to them right now?
Right.
Like, no. Like, it's not going to happen, right?
One, yeah.
So you are the first priority. So like outside of that, then this is where you start to incorporate the checkpoints. So like as a man, you know, there could be checkpoints like, you know, for instance, you know, my wife, I haven't given her a massage in a while. Let me go ahead and give her a massage. Let me go set some stuff up, or some flowers, or whatever the case may be, and just being fine-tuned within the week,
Yeah.
within the days, within the months of showing up as I'm thinking about you.
Right.
You're on my mind.
Yeah.
Right? The old love songs, right? You're on my mind, baby.
I want to ask you this question. Many
made that up.
couples assume their partners know what they need or feel, which leads to frustration, right?
Yeah, that's basically what I was just basically shining light on.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't assume what your partner is thinking. Like I had a friend of mine who was I'm sorry, I feel like if you're watching this, I know you watch our videos, but I feel like I make examples
out of my friendships.
Yes,
and relationships.
out of her, because this is pretty much just like her communicating with me. I always like make examples about the things that she tells me, you know, stuff like that.
You can make it general too, babe. You didn't have to shine light on that.
I mean, well, okay.
Yeah, you could have made it general statements of my friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, next time.
If you feel like you're talking to you, then you're talking to you. It's like, nah, you don't need to say that.
Okay, well, I mean, I just feel like that's you know, all the time I just think about, oh, you know, this is a conversation that we had before and stuff like that, which is something that it was before. But she was feeling like her partner has a lot to take on than she does. Like a partner is taking care of the house, her partner is taking care of them, her partner is doing everything by himself, and she is just like trying to figure it out, you know.
Right.
So she was like, what do I do in this situation? Like I need to find a job, I need to do this, I need to help out in some way. And I was like, you don't know what he's thinking. He might be okay with what he's doing because he knows that you are at home, you're cooking for him, you're cleaning, you're doing everything, and he gets home and you welcome him nicely, you know, all those things.
Yeah.
He might be okay. He might know your situation, but if you don't speak to him, you're not going to know because you're not communicating with him, right?
Yeah.
Which was also you were thinking that he's thinking that I'm tired of I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do this. And when you're talking to him, now he's like, I'm okay doing everything that I'm doing. I just want you to be okay, and I just want you to take your time to get to do whatever it is that you want to do, or start your business, or however you want to bring in income. That's on you, you know. And I was like, most of the men are like that. They like to be providers and they like to be protectors, and not that I feel like they should be, or they feel
obligated.
No, not obligated.
Naturally,
yes. Like they built to be protectors. They built to be providers. Like, I'm gonna make sure that you're okay. I'm gonna make sure that
that's where the purpose comes in.
Yes. I feel like Steve Harvey did mention something like 3 P's. I think it was protector, provider, and something else. I can't remember what was the third one, but he was like, that's how
provision.
Men generally 3 P's.
Provision?
No. I thought you said vision. I'm like,
no,
get
provision.
out of here. Where you at? Okay, let's make this video a little bit shorter.
With that one, I just wanted to chime in on that.
Go ahead.
9 times out of 10, when it's relationships like that and explaining all that and not knowing a woman, men appreciate even when you're communicative about those things, and they feel like they want to help and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's more an appreciation when you, as the man, recognize that the woman is not just thinking that this is coming easily and effortlessly, that she is thinking about how can I contribute to the kingdom, to the castle, to the empire, to the palace, right?
Right.
And that in itself is appreciation, which is recognizing what type of character is she, what type of character does she have, what type of integrity does she roll with, as far as in,
I love
like,
that.
are you just cooling and not really doing anything, but I see you now, you're communicating with me that you want to do more, you want to help and stuff like that. And you're getting my point of perspective, like, oh no, I wasn't even thinking like you get a job and stuff like that, or what case may be, but it would be dope, you know, that you're thinking about that. What will we do with that money? What is the purpose of it? Or we just like just freeing up some money? What's the purpose? Like, everything has to have purpose. So with that being said, are we wrapped up on this one, or
number 2?
Number 2, let's roll.
Number 2 is managing conflict with solutions, not emotions. So how do you do that? How do you manage your conflict? Like, if we have an argument, how can we manage our conflict? How can we literally
how can we come up with solutions?
You said it's what?
How can we come up with solutions with
how can we solve
with the
the
disagreements?
problem? Yeah. Because sometimes I'm gonna want to be right, and you're gonna also want to be right, even though I'm wrong. Sometimes I don't want to say I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Like, how do we solve? How do we find a solution for stuff like that?
I think this is where it draws the line between man and woman, because it takes a lot of humility for you to, as a man, to just let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah. It takes a lot of humility to be humble enough to say, all right, you got it. You know, like I already know that this is not going to go anywhere. If you feel like you're right and I feel like I'm right.
Right.
Why should I continuously battle you for this right now, when I can just let it go and move on about until it come across again, where it's able to be understood and we're able to have level ground on the mental and physical frame, that we both there and we're like, oh, now yes. So what are your thoughts?
I think it's important for you to understand rather than react. So be patient, listen, understand, do not react.
I have a question. That's on, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
With that being said, I think this is the end of our video. Or do you have anything else to say, baby?
I already said what this was your cue.
All right. Okay. Yeah. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say, like, understand. That's all I would have to say. Just make sure that you be patient, you listen, and you understand, which is more important than you feeling or sitting in your emotions. So communicate, understand, be patient, and listen. And that's about it, you guys. With that being said, we'll see you on our next video. Make sure that you check out the video up on the top right corner or left corner. But yeah, check out the video. And
if this video has blessed you experience, feel free to smash the like button, comment, and share. And ahead of time, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you for subscribing.
So with that being said, stay locked in.
God vibes only.
God vibes
Peace
only.
and love.